Hi, my name is Muhammad Aiman bin Muhammad Syam. My registration number is 14 DKM 18F184. Today I'm going to expose the presentation of industrial training that have been done before. Firstly, I already undergone my industrial training with firm organization called CTRM, Aero, Composites, Industri yang Berhad. So the first topic that will be discussed is the background of my firm in organization, which is CTRM, Aero, Composites, Industri yang Berhad. Composite Technology Research Malaysia Sendirian Berhad CTRM was incorporated on 20 November 1990 with Ministry of Finance incorporated as its principal shareholder. CTRM is entrusted with a strategic role to develop high technology based industry, namely the aerospace and composite industry. CTRM main objective and obligation is clearly to take the lead in developing the advanced composite industry in Malaysia by developing people, capability and products. CTRM started its business operation with the assembles and manufacturing of two-seater composite light aircraft, which is Eagles 150B. After 25 years in operation, today CTRM is part of the global supply chain in composite aircraft structure for major commercial and military aircraft manufacturers in the world. Apart from aerospace manufacturing, CTRM also expand into sub and major assembly activity and provide composite testing service, composite R&D and R&T, and composite repair. CTRM diversified its business into composites, aircraft interiors, aircraft seats, and transposition. In November 2013, the Ministry of Finance Incorporated transferred its ownership in CTRM to DRB Highcom, a Malaysia leading conglomerate. The progress from 1990 till now. The first one, 1990, one of the early achievements of the company is locally manufactured of the aircraft Eagle Aircraft 150. Second, the company is also recognized as a pioneer in the development manufacturing of the local unmanned aerial vehicle UAV with its Aludra UAV. In 2000, the company collaborated the leveraging composite technology from Airbus and BAE Systems. Since then, the company has started producing aircraft and not to mention the world's largest passenger aircraft. CTRM as well serve their other company customer, which are Spirit Systems, Collins Aerospace, GKN Aerospace, Airbus Defence and Space, Sonaka, and Turkish Aerospace Industry. Next one, the summary of industrial training activity weekly. From 1st March to 4th March, the students will have an induction with the selected trainer. It aims to brief about the basic and rules and SOP in CTRM. The trainer also teach the students about the aircraft composites, like the debug process, the benefits of wet layup, the meaning of debugging and demount, the difference between direct and indirect material, the advance of honeycomb core, framing and mechanical assembly flow process, the curing or autoclave procedure, They also expose us with the routine of Taisho exercise every day before work began. From 8th March to 11th March, the students already have been exiled to all the department provided. Each of them was doing different type of process like cut and kit, tooling, curing, trimming, mechanical assembly, layup, demount, and painting. Puan Roslyn, who is the head of section, disclosed the student of each scope of work in the kitting department. Students also learn about temperature control, dust particle control, and pressure by using Appendix 5 as reference. Next, knowing about the flow process, the kitting department, and the usage of all machine, which is ply cutter. The next week, the student was assumed to be ready to start the service as on-job trainer, which is OJT. From 15 March to 18 March, the student learned about towing process and how it worked. Besides, we also got exposed to material requisition note (MRN), material tracking form (MTF), SRV, production risk note (PRN), and material log. Encik Fidaus, who is the supervisor on duty, has explained about daily SQCDP, which is safety, quality, cost, delivery, and people. We also learn how to use the sealer machine and its usage. The students also got provided with hand glove. The specific product is Hi-Flex 11800, blade cutter, dust coat, and permanent marker Sharpie as users in the department. From 22 March to 14 May 2021, the student has started the work as assistant of other employee to help them completing the project given. Our role is to marking the ply, checklist, stacking panel, packaging works, and be the second machine runner as the backup. Every day the project given will be different. Every project contains different usage of material in terms of quantity. At the end of the day, we will throw away the FOD, which is for rate of damage, to make the workplace as clean as before. Also, sanitize all the place since the global facing problem with coronavirus or virus COVID-19, so it will not separate and prevent any undesired things happen. From 17th May to 16th July, the student were scheduled either will get duty or will work from home since Malaysia has started the Movement Control Order 3.0 announced by our Prime Minister. The working days also changed from 4 working days into 5 working days in a week. The working hours also changed into 7:45 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. for morning shift and 7:45 p.m. to 5:15 a.m. for night shift. In the time, we already learned much of skills such as operating machine, read the temperature of freezer, difference between TPO and static nesting. TPO should be like M0005 and static will be like A320 SPL RS X5 Degen. We also learned how to do the project paperwork and stacking skill. The first activity and project that I will be discussed in here is Fankau GE left hand right wing and right hand right wing. The project has 4 different groups. Each of it has various types of material included. The panel was differentiated by its orientation. It has 2 types of panel that will be produced by the ply cutter machine, which is left hand right wing and right hand right wing. Material used in this project is BCW 0003 13, BCW 002 13, BAF 007 35, BAF 007 52, BGW 003 15, BGW 003 30, BOT 008 34. The procedure of cutting process. Firstly, the beginning of the process will start by taking the material to be cut in the towing room. Second, place the material on the design shelf and place the material on a conveyor. Third, align the vacuum according to the sustainability of the material. Next, select the file according to the nesting that has been sorted. Fifth, the machine starts cutting and the panels that have been cut will be evaluated by the quality team to ensure that the panels are perfectly cut. After that, the panel will be marked on the checklist according to the number on the panel that has been printed. Make sure workers hold the panel using gloves. 7th, the finished panel will be wrapped and put desiccant to absorb all the moisture on the panel. Finally, the end of the package will be sealed on it to prevent the panel from disappearing and cover all airspace. Next project is towing process. The process is the first process after the material is safely delivered. Towing is an initiative used to return metal material to a normal temperature before it is safe and ready to move on the next process based on the predefined flow chart. However, this process is determined based on the decision made by the quality inspection team whether the raw material can be used directly or should be stored in the freezer until the instruction for use out. Normally, the request will be issued by the project coordinator by Mr. Ahmad Safwan and Mr. Hamizi as person in charge. The condition of the raw material will be determined through a letter issued. If a production risk note (PRM) is issued, the metal material must be used immediately without going through the process of defrosting or towing, but must be inspected by the quality inspection team to ensure that the material can be continued to be used and must be placed SRV letter on the material. However, if material tracking form MTF is issued, then the raw material must go through the defrosting process without any exception, and it's still not sustainable for direct use. For each raw material that is saved through the defrosting process, the later material log will be attached with the material. Important things to look on the material log are roll box number, GR box, batch number, specific number, work life, maximum mechanical life, remain out life ROL, tug life TL, and storage temperature should be more and same than negative 18 Celsius. Each of these has its own role in ensuring the condition of the material can still be used and knowing the quantity and length of material received. Freezer of storage of raw material serve to stop the rate of decline in life for a while until the demand for material for use is received. Each ingredient usually only lasts for 3 months after being removed from the freezer. If the material has exceeded the expiration date, then the quality inspection team will check the condition of the material, if it's still usable or not. Usually the material production risk note must be issued. In addition, panels that have been cut, the delivery date is still far away, should be kept in the freezer to prevent the panel from being damaged before delivery is made, to cause several losses, usually on the last working days. All the raw materials that still have use balance will be stored back in the freezer and be released again in the next working week. Material cutter operation. Ply cutter. The machine is the main component used to make the cut and kit process successful. Each machine has its own orientation. It usually starts from 0 degree to 90 degree. This orientation serves to determine the cutting style of the material, as there is material both directly and indirectly. The machine is also equipped with a code printer, a knife, and a permanent ink pen Sharpie. The code printer works to differentiate two numbers on the panel. Avoid mixing with other projects. Knife, on the other hand, are the basic component needed to cut and shape material according to nesting and predetermined program. In addition, the permanent ink pen is to mark the panel number, will be determined whether the panel is projected left or right, and it can also make it easier for employees to stack correctly. Industrial training findings. The findings that have been received while undergoing organization training in the organization of the firm, that is CTRM Aero Composites Sendirian Berhad. Although the period given is only 20 weeks, but the various knowledge and experience that have been gained are either happy or otherwise. I have been given position as an operator and assistant while serving in this company. Among the knowledge learned are company background, basic process chart for forming aircraft hardware, definition and advantage of wet layout, composite product assembly process, parallel and inconsistent material, paint process, mechanical assembly, and more. Activity suggestion during industrial training. The firm needs to organize students based on the course taken while at their respective educational institutions, so that all the knowledge learned can be applied while undergoing industrial training. Provide opportunity for students to try each process carried out and not focus on just one job, so that student can master even other job is given. Provide more detailed guidance so that students can easily understand and do not make mistakes while carrying out tasks assigned by the firm. So the conclusion, after 4 months of these 16 days, I have gained new knowledge and experienced various experiences, whether sweet or bitter. Apart from the purpose of undergoing industrial training, I have met new friends and various walks of life, and especially my beloved family. Next, teachers, lecturers who have given a lot of guidance and instruction with full diligence in imparting knowledge. Not forgetting to a friend who is always there when I love my grief and helps a lot. My hope is that CTRM Sdn will become more developed in the future. Therefore, we must always be diligent in life so that we will bring results in the future. Finally, let the self be less intelligent as long as it's high in manners and diligence, because the intelligence is not an award but the result of one's craft. Thank you.